It's time for Track Talk on News Talk 1240 WHBU and the new 103.7 FM and on Muncie's Sports Station, 102.9 FM and 1340 AM. Here's Rick and Gary with Anderson Speedway's Track Talk.
I'm choked up.
He choked you all up, didn't he?
Good evening. Welcome to Track Talk. Rick Dawson, Gary Long. We are at the Mounds Mall Special Event Studio.
We are.
It is.
Wade's in rare form tonight, isn't he?
We're taping this on a Tuesday evening.
Yes.
Week before Christmas.
We are.
It is quite festive out here
Week
at the
from
Mounds
Friday.
Mall.
It's hard to believe. It's a week from Friday.
It is.
You got yours done yet?
No.
Nope.
Well, sort of. Some of it.
Yeah. You wait till day before Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve.
That's usually the best time. It's not crowded. Nobody else is out shopping.
Right.
But if you're looking for
There you go.
For stocking stuffers or Christmas gifts, go to our website. I'm telling you, these ugly sweatshirts or sweaters are going big guns.
Are they really?
You got to have one, or you're gonna be square. Go to our website, click on there. You can get red or black, either one, and get your ugly sweater. These are the in things this year, and they are going really, really well. And another thing for stocking stuffers, get your ticket packages for 2016. You can get 20 tickets for $150. That's only $7.50 a race. Or you can get a pack of 10 tickets for only $80. That's only $8 a race. We had a line this afternoon.
For
it was almost. I thought maybe I was going to have to open up one of the front windows. Folks just kept coming in.
You thought maybe we was having a race night or something?
Yeah, no, they were buying.
I know,
tickets.
but it looked like a race night is what I was trying to say.
Well, yeah.
Okay. You had to go up there and open up another window is what I'm saying.
No, I didn't have to open. I said I thought maybe we would. I'm being facetious.
Oh, okay.
But there were several people there at the same time getting tickets, so they're going very well. 2016 is going to be a great year.
We're getting ready for it, aren't we? You got that schedule pretty well done. We've talked about it last couple
schedule is
weeks.
done. I got to make a tweak to. I think it's a legend race, if I'm not mistaken. I talked to Doug Duggar, and we got one that's kind of conflicting, so I'm going to help him out and move ours. So, but right now, usually I've had to make 10 or 20 changes, but right now that's the only one that I've got to make after I've published it.
That's good.
Everyone's, oh my gosh, you see all kinds out at the mall, don't you? I'm working on proofing the rules, and hopefully it is our goal to get those up on our website before the end of the week. So by Friday we should have the rules posted. Waiting on Jeff to finish up the figure 8 rules. He actually had them pretty much finished, and his hard drive crashed, and
oh no,
didn't have them backed up.
Uh-oh.
So he's have to recreate those. But I've got everything but those, and working through formatting it and getting it in the rules package and tweaking some of our other procedural rules, and have that up at the end of the year, and we'll be ready to go. Jessica already has the you can already get your memberships and pit pads reserved. You can go to our website and download those forms, get that taken care of before the end of the year. That makes good Christmas gift too for
because March the 12th we'll be here for You Know It, which is our first open practice session for 2016. Right. So
you can also we also have gift certificates for the Speedway that you can use for anything at the Speedway for the value you buy the certificate for. So we have all kinds of Christmas options for you, and gifts doesn't have to be just for Christmas, of birthdays or just because you like somebody. What a great
gift. I've never gotten anything from you.
You get a lot from me.
Because you don't like me?
You get a lot from me. Look at all the wisdom you've been able to absorb from me, and I used to charge for it. Now you're getting it for free.
Okay.
We, to deviate a little bit from the levity, we want everybody's hearts and prayers to go out to our good friend and one of the hard workers at the Speedway, Monty Adams, lost his brother over the weekend.
Yes.
And at a young age, and it's pretty tough. I talked to Monty yesterday, and he's taking it pretty tough, but he'll get through it. And I know everybody's thinking about Monty, and we'll keep him in your prayers.
Yes, we will.
as we go through there. Have you got big plans for Christmas?
Yes, usually Christmas Eve on my side of the family and Christmas Day on her side of the family. So, yeah, 2 Christmases every year. Has been for the last 35 years. Been that way.
That's cool. It
Yeah.
looks like I looked at the 10-day forecast, and it went out to Christmas Eve, 65 degrees
Here?
in Anderson, Indiana.
Oh, my gosh.
It's going to get a little cool, I think, tomorrow and Friday and Saturday, but then it's coming right back.
It'd almost be a kick in the teeth if New Year's Day is warmer than what we raced for the Turkey Bash. That's why we moved it, because of the cold weather.
Well, I'm trying to get the upper hand on her next year. We're doing it the first week in November.
There you go.
We took off last Thursday and went down to the PRI Show.
Yes.
Seen a lot of people, and I understand they had record attendance down there this year.
We could tell on Thursday. It was pretty busy that day.
It was packed, and we seen a lot of people. A lot of people around the CRA and ARCA booths, and seen all those folks. Talked to the folks at Hoosier Tire, and John Andretti was there. Talked to him. Ran into Jim Hanks with Must See Racing, and everything's looking very positive. I think finally with the wing sprint cars coming up, they're working out some of their differences. Hopefully, at least I say that.
And we did see. I think. They were together. We seen Juan Pablo Montoya and Bobby Unser in like an interview type deal. Then Bobby was by himself in
the Hall of Fame
thing.
They had the Hall of Fame museum from the big
that
track
was pretty cool.
down there, and had several of the old cars down there.
And the Borg Warner Trophy.
And Robin Miller was interviewing him. I'd pick somebody different, but Robin Miller was interviewing Bobby Unser. Bobby Unser, he's just turned 80 years old, believe it or not. But just as spry as he always was,
right.
And had some good stories, and it was good to hear from him.
That's what's neat about that PRI show. You walk up and down the aisles, you don't know who you're going to run into race car driver-wise, from NASCAR to IndyCar, Formula One. I mean, they're all there. I mean, it's international.
Talked to Forrest Lucas while we were
did.
there. He was just standing in his booth by himself, and, of course, we had met him last spring down at Lucas Oil Raceway Park. He had a big get-together down there, so we spent 5 or 10 minutes with Forrest.
Yes.
There's an individual that is involved in a lot of stuff,
He
and
sure
you
is.
never know it just to look or talk to him.
No.
Just as common as we are.
Yes.
So, great guy, does a lot for racing, and it's good to talk to him. Who else did we see?
Like you said, we was at the stopped at the CRA booth, ran into our late model track champion, Jack Dawsey III, and his father, Jack Dawsey Jr.
Actually, while we were there one time, it was like Indiana Racetrack Association. We were there. Richard Deaton was there from Salem. And Charlie and Kirk was there from
Winchester.
So everybody's they're all good friends. We're all good friends with each other, which is unusual in this business.
That's right.
We all try to work together with each other and call each other with questions, and it works. So
In this day and age, you got to make it work.
you think?
Yeah, that's at least the plan anyway. If everybody would just follow it.
Then I understand they had a race Saturday night over at Bankers Life
Yes.
Fieldhouse. And I questioned this when I seen they were going to do
I
it.
think you even said it on the radio show last Tuesday night.
And I talked to somebody that was right there, right down on the track. He was actually working for a company that he wasn't the promoter, involved with the promoter or anything, but he was involved with a company that was down there. And he didn't say it was a disaster, but it was just short of it. I mean, that building was not built for racing indoors.
No.
For one thing, I don't know all the engineering, but it just there's nowhere for the air to go in that building. At Fort Wayne, I think they've installed actually air handlers and things up there. That isn't in Bankers Life Fieldhouse, and on top of that, I mean, you got all the banners and hanging from the ceiling, and you got all the new seats and everything, and it's kind of pristine on the inside. Why they brought dirt in, I'm not sure. They don't at Fort Wayne.
No.
But they did bring the dirt in, and I understand they got it down. They weren't able to start bringing it in until like 3 o'clock Saturday morning. Had the track ready when they were supposed to start, but I understand the fire marshal stopped the event 3 different times. The first one was like 2 hours, just because the air quality was so poor because of all the exhaust from the ethanol or methanol. I'm sorry.
It might have been a lot of people. It might have just been real happy Saturday night, just sitting in the stands.
Well, he told me when it started, they had a full house, and that place holds, I think, 16,000 people.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had 16,000, but they had a big crowd. And by the time it was about halfway through, about half of the people were gone. And I mean, I can't hardly go to Fort Wayne without.
Right.
I mean, it's still, even with the air handling up there, it still gets to you.
Of what someone I talked with, they told me they had the first lower level all covered over in plastic because that's where the dirt would kick up. So you weren't even sitting that close to the track. I think you were on the second level to watch it because the bottom level was covered. I don't know if it's completely around or not, but they told me that was all covered in plastic. So and it was covered in dirt.
The individual I talked to said there was dirt in the restrooms on the upper level.
Oh my gosh!
So They had a mess. I don't know. I assume they got it cleaned up. Maybe they had some.
Nick, I think the Pacers played tonight at home.
They played Monday night.
Oh, was it last night? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they played
the
last
Raptors,
night.
Yes. Yeah.
So they had to do a quick turnaround on Sunday to get that place cleaned up. I watched a little bit of the Pacer game, but they didn't say anything, or at least I didn't hear them say anything about it. But it's too bad. I wish they would have thought about that a little sooner, because now I got to think that, if somebody wanted to do that, Lucas Oil, the folks that run it's probably going to question
yes
how it's going to work. Now, obviously, you can open up the roof.
Of course, you got to remember Lucas Oil. If I remember right, they do
monster truck.
monster truck stuff, and that's got dirt in there. So
but monster trucks don't put out quite the fumes that a bunch of race cars do.
That's true.
And I understand, the track was so small. I mean, there was accident after accident. It took a long time, and the dirt started moving off of the slick concrete. It was just one of those situations that I hope whoever was the promoter did take care of the racers and the and the facility, because I mean, there's not much you can do for the fans. I mean, you can't refund all their money you put on the show,
right?
But, I sure would think it'd make it difficult for you to get a crowd the next time. At Lucas Oil. And I'm sure that the reason they didn't do it there originally is because, it's the middle of December, and I'm sure they probably don't want to open that roof when it's snowing or raining.
Right. But who thought it was going to be 70 degrees this past Saturday?
But they could, probably eliminate most of the fume problems at Lucas Oil, but the dirt and everything is still going to be there. Now, you put it on pavement like they used to do at the old Hoosier Dome. And it might work. I mean, even in the Hoosier Dome, the air got real thick with that.
I never did see one or go to the one at the Hoosier Dome, so I didn't get to experience that. But I can only imagine it was just the same type of situation.
And I understand they didn't start the last feature. They only had 2 features, I think. They only had 2 divisions down there, and I think the last feature started at 1:15.
But the heat race started like at 5 in the evening or something, like all the preliminary stuff.
So what a long night. They on the good side of it, they probably sold a lot of hot dogs.
Yeah.
And probably a lot of beer. It probably took a lot of barley pop to sit through that.
Between the beer and smelling the fumes, I'm sure everybody felt pretty good when they walked out of here, one way or another.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the folks that I've talked to about our schedule for next year, and some of the sponsors that we've been talking to and that have come on board with us next year. You're listening to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. We'll be right back.
Heart attack, stroke, serious injury. A sudden health crisis can happen to anyone at any time. So when bad things happen, choose good people. St. Vincent Anderson Regional Hospital has the area's most advanced emergency care, with a state-designated Level 3 trauma center, an internationally accredited chest pain center for heart attack patients, and advanced certification for primary stroke care. We have all the resources to deliver the care you need for any serious or life-threatening emergency. St. Vincent Anderson Regional is the only emergency department in the area with an on-site helicopter. And our $27 million state-of-the-art surgery pavilion opens later this year. Bad things can happen to anyone. Thankfully, good people are ready to help. Choose emergency care from St. Vincent Anderson Regional, the spirit of caring. Visit stvincent.org/Anderson Regional to learn more.
Honey, stop! Oh my gosh, that's Diggity's back there.
You mean the new Diggity's Frozen Treat Factory?
I heard it's unbelievable. Everybody's talking about it. They have everything yummy.
Yeah, I heard they have ice cream, yogurt, custard, sorbet.
And gelato, plus fruit smoothies, and that's just the beginning.
I heard Diggity's has over 250 toppings, not 30 or 40 like those other places, and you can even get the candy to go separately.
We can eat outside on their huge patio by the fire, too.
Okay, let's see. Frozen yogurt, ice cream, custard, sorbet, and gelato with 250 toppings, or a plain old frozen yogurt shop with limited toppings?
Diggity's it is!
Diggity's wants to cater your event. Diggity's can set up at your event inside or out and provide delicious smoothies, frozen cappuccinos, candies, and frozen treats to your guests. Diggity's is perfect for weddings, company picnics, group outings, sporting events, festivals, you name it, just call Diggity's. 765-393-0033 today for more information.
MoFab Incorporated, where imagination is the only limitation. We serve residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal customers as your metals warehouse and fabrication center. We do all types of fabrication using the latest technology with unmatched speed, accuracy, and durability on any substrate. Our ornamental division handles all types of interior and exterior work, including rails, fences, gates, and more. So contact us at mofabbing.com to fabricate your dreams of tomorrow today.
You won't believe these deals? They're too good to be true. You cannot miss this special. We're going to give you so much off, you won't believe it. Actual mileage may vary. Price does not include tax, title, and license. Some assembly required. Batteries not included. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Keep in a cooler place. It is highly unlikely that any sentiments expressed above in any way coincide with those of it.
Wait, what'd they just say? At Auto Farm McCrocklin Ford in Middletown, we're not here to give you fast-talking deals. We take the time to make sure you understand what you're buying to make sure it meets your budget. If you're at Auto Farm McCrocklin Ford in Middletown, you're at the right place.
This program is a presentation by Anderson Speedway. The content contained in this program is that of the host and guests, and not this station.
Mannheim Steamroller. That sure sounds like Mannheim Steamroller. Oh, that's the same thing. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Mannheim Steamroller, same thing.
He said festive. I was thinking like Jingle Bells or something like that.
That is contemporary festive.
You know, he does. Does he know our traditional song at the end of the season? Jingle Bell Rock. Remember, you play that every year.
No, don't remember that.
Every year at the end, our very last show of the year, we always play Jingle Bell Rock.
On the radio show?
No, on the PA system at the track. Yes, you do, because you tried to sing it one year. That was really scary.
I was just going to see where you were going with it. We're back, Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Sometimes we even talk about racing.
Yeah, we do.
We for all you folks that like to go out to eat on Friday, I'm going to deviate a little bit, take a little professional courtesy here.
Okay.
The Masson County Shrine Club, which is just behind us here up on the hill by the river, is open to the public on Friday nights. And if you like codfish, this Friday night, all you can eat for $10, and that includes your drink. It's a great deal.
Drink, yeah.
Good. If you like codfish, it's the best. And the public is welcome. We invite everybody to come down and have some Friday night. They have something every Friday night the public's invited to eat. And we alternate between chicken and codfish every other week. And I think next year we may be adding pork chops to the chicken night. So.
Oh, great. I love the pork chops. They're great.
So come down to the Madison County Shrine Club. Tell them Rick sent you. If you've never been there, it's a beautiful building.
That's your public service announcement for tonight.
That's my PSA.
And no soapbox. You don't have anything to get on the soapbox about tonight.
NASCAR hasn't done anything, have they?
They're kind of off season too, just like the rest of us.
No, but I've talked to some of the folks within the city, and looks like the transition between the administrations is going well. The new mayor-to-be, I guess it would be, is interviewing some folks, and quite credible folks too. And we had some good ones in there. Some of them may even stay, and he's talking to some good folks. So I think the future of our city looks good, along with Anderson Speedway. We got some big stuff that I'm working on right now, and I believe that it's finally coming through, and if it is, it's going to be great.
And I know you got some good stuff, and I don't know if you got all the details yet. Some of the good stuff for a little 500 week right before the little 500 stuff. Some stuff they're getting all put together.
We actually have a conference call in the morning with Danny Ernstis and Jim Zint with the UAW. We're working on a big night Friday night.
Yes.
Before the little 500, fireworks and entertainment and all kinds of things going on the Midway. The night before the little 500s, the Payless little 500s.
All of us and the crew and everybody that works there, we like that kind of night because we can kind of relax and kind of get ready for Saturday because that's usually a big day for all of us.
Yeah, we're putting the final touches on the logo. Our good friends down at Arizona Sports Shirts are designing that again for us this year. They do great work. Should have that done here in the next day or so. Jessica already has the ticket order forms almost ready to print, and her goal is to have them out before the end of the year.
I just thought of something. She probably has to send that out worldwide now, doesn't she?
She does.
Yeah, because
goes to England, South Africa.
Isn't that amazing?
All over the place. Japan.
We got Japan now? I did not know that.
We had Japan a couple of years ago.
Okay.
So some of that postage
I know the Australian people.
Yep.
Yes.
Some of the postage is a little higher, but I don't mind it.
That's right.
It's good to have the folks come in, but we got some big things. The UAW is a presenting sponsor for the Payless Little 500, is stepping up the program and wanting to do a whole lot more this year and into the future. Everything we're doing now is long term, which makes it for a great relationship.
They've been hooked just like the rest of us on that race. Once you go see it for the first time, and like they did a couple of years ago, it's like, wow, we've got to be a part of this now, and now they are.
Did you hear Little 500 when we were walking around down at the PRI show? I mean, that's just it. I mean, from the racers, the sponsors, the competitors, vendors, fans, they all say something. And one other person that we ran into down there, we were actually walking out of one of the halls, and we kept hearing Anderson Speedway behind us. Turned around, and it was Dennis Lampman.
Yes.
For all of you racers that go back to the ASA days, you remember Dennis was one of their regulars, and he seen us and hollered and had a good conversation with him. It was pretty neat. So
you just never know who you're going to run into at the PRI show.
Amy had a great meeting today with the folks down at the Indy Fuel. It looks like we're going to step up that program a little bit, too. It's
going to have another Anderson Speedway night?
Oh, yes, we're definitely doing that. And actually, there's going to be a couple other nights that we're going to have a presence down there, so it's really neat. And it don't have to be Anderson Speedway night to go down and enjoy a hockey game at the Coliseum. It's just, I mean, the way that place is designed now, you feel like you're right on the ice anyway, and it is whether you like hockey or not. If you've never been to a hockey game and only watched it on TV, it does not do it justice. It's like watching the little 500 on TV.
Right.
It just is not the same. You got to get down there and feel it, and I urge you. Good, great family entertainment, and it's inexpensive for Indianapolis entertainment, and you just have a great night, I guarantee you.
That night we went to Anderson Speedway night. We were right there at the glass there, and man, when they come up there and hit that glass like they do.
Face plant.
They do. We've seen quite a few face plants, didn't we? But yeah,
so
it makes it exciting.
She talked to all had good meetings with Anderson University, Purdue University, Corey Sharp. That's actually, they're working on this big new project out here on the bypass, which is just going to be phenomenal. And Ivy Tech are all going to have an involvement in the Speedway next year. And we're just working very hard to get people involved in the Speedway that it will do not only them some good, but not some good, it'll do them a lot of good, but we actually can partner with them and combine our resources and use it to the betterment of everybody.
And you're right, and not only those colleges there, but I think there's like Indiana State's got programs. I mean, they're all over the place.
IUPUI, we had a meeting. Was it last week or week before last with Steve Farmer at the University of Northern Ohio, which is probably the premier motorsports college in the country.
Yes. And
you see them a lot on a lot of NASCAR events. You'll see their logos and everything. We're putting together the list is long. In fact, this is some information that you may need if you're involved with a charitable organization and are interested in a 50-50 event out at the Speedway. You need to get ready. We don't take any names or information until it'll be January the
4th. Monday the 4th.
January the 4th will be the first day, and you need to get it in early because we end up with a waiting list. It fills up really quick. So if you have a not-for-profit organization that wants to do a 50-50, you have to be qualified with the state to do it.
Yes.
Get your name in January the 4th, not before, but January the 4th, and hopefully your event can come out there. Like I've talked about in the past, I think we don't put a number to it, but it's easily calculated that we've raised in excess of $150,000 in charities just at the Speedway,
yes.
not counting the little 500 events.
Some of those nights, even just like on one of our regular race nights, when we have a good crowd out there and stuff, the pot gets up there several $100s for the person that's going to win. So the split.
We had one. I think the Madison County Shrine Club was $1,200 this year.
Yes. So that's unbelievable.
That was their share.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's a well worth doing. It's easy money for your organization. So. I'm trying to think of some of the other sponsors right now we're head over heels with sponsors and dealing with them. So there's so many, it's hard to list them all. We did talk to Kevin Hughes and Bruce. His name escapes me now, with Racing Electronics down at the PRI Show. Great Sport World Track has been with us for 20 years, and we use Racing Electronic radios. We can get we need to get the information up on our website and through Facebook. They've got a special promotion going on now for Christmas. We'll get that on our Facebook page and on our website so we can help promote it.
5-Star was another one we talked with.
Yep, I've got bodies to give away to champions and winners next year. I told him, I said, we are probably their best source of revenue at Anderson Speedway sometimes. Sometimes we have
some of our nights
races
that we have,
don't work so well.
But I think that happens everywhere, not just at Anderson Speedway. But there's nights like that. It's going to happen.
Our next racing event is March the 12th.
Yes.
We're going to go racing the end of next month down at Watermelon Capital Speedway. You need to be making plans now to go out down and watch a great event. I forget what they call it now, but anyway, it's the CRA's event. Speed Fest,
yes.
And it's at Watermelon Capital Speedway in Cordele, Georgia, and it's worth the trip just to go down and be around the folks. They're just great people.
The hospitality is unbelievable down there.
It's only about a half hour, 45 minutes from Plains, Georgia, where Jimmy Carter lives.
Yep.
Talked to Ken De La Bastide the other day. I think him and Kelly are going down, and we may sneak over. He's already looked, and Jimmy's going to be teaching his Sunday school class that Sunday morning, and I think we may sneak over and
that'd be cool.
And meet the president.
There you go.
That'll be pretty neat,
Yes,
too.
it would. That's great to know that Jimmy is doing well through his cancer treatments and stuff at his age at 91. That's just fantastic.
Well, we've just about shot our whole half hour. Don't forget the ugly sweaters on our website, AndersonSpeedway.com. Get those ticket packages. It's not too late. We'll be at the track through next Wednesday. I'm going to give the girls off Christmas Eve.
That's nice of you.
Isn't that big of me?
Yes.
And then we'll be back here next week for our Christmas show.
Yes.
So tune up on your singing voice so we can sing carols. Say hi to Aunt Jenny, or she's going to kick us both.
Hope you're doing well, and hi, Ken in Pennsylvania.
Yep. Well, with that, we're going to wrap it up and make room for the next person at the microphone.
That's right.
For Gary Mong, I'm Rick Dawson. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at the racetrack.
Tune in next Tuesday night for another edition of Anderson Speedway's Track Talk on News Talk 1240 WHBU and the new 103.7 FM, and on Muncie's Sports Station 102.9 FM and 1340 AM. And for more information on Anderson Speedway, go to AndersonSpeedway.com.